from Toronto. I'm back again with the video series Basics of Express Entry program. So this is going to be our 8th video of this series, and which is a little bit confusing and it's frequently asked questions. I would say, like, you guys are asking us a lot of times which one should go first. Is it the ECA or the IELTS? Okay, so stay tuned with us, and I guess you guys will be satisfied with this video and with right direction, definitely. Now, if I walk you through with the Express Entry profile, no, not the entire profile, but if I just give you some snapshot, just as you can see here, you can see both IELTS and ECA is mandatory to have if you want to open an Express Entry profile. So this is not a choice which one to go first, but I will try to explain which one should go first, and you can save your time in terms of better preparation. Going forward, you can see this education profile is needed, then the official language is needed, and just to let you know, for the education part, the ECA reference number, and for the IELTS reference number is must. So it's not that you can just put the data and they will believe you. No, definitely you must complete your ECA and IELTS, then you get a reference number and you need to put that into your Express Entry profile. Okay, now before answering whether it's IELTS or ECA, I like to bring up some fact that will help you to decide better. Now, first thing first is IELTS. Okay, now as you can see, the validity is for 2 years for the IELTS. Then the cost involved in total, I would say 450 to 600 Canadian dollar, because you know this is the range, because for some country is less, for some countries it is more, so you need to keep that into consideration. So check your country's price range. And also, just to let you know, for the IELTS, some of you may need to appear for multiple times, so this is for one time only. So if you're sitting for 2 times, 3 times, or even more, so multiply accordingly. Okay, now also the time required, so I am assuming in a usual case the time may take 1 to 2 months for your self preparation, whether it can be self or you can go for some coaching center or some other tutorial classes. So it should take around 1 to 2 months. Then the exam and the result takes about 15 days. Then in total you can say it is taking about 1.5 to 2.5 months. But definitely, you know, it depends on you, your brilliance or your capability. So it may take longer or shorter for some of you, right? But this is just an idea. Now let's go for the ECA part. So the validity is 5 years. The cost involved, the assessment fee, it is around 200 to 220 Canadian dollar, I would say, because again that depends on the ECA organizations that you'll be going for. Then for the delivery fee, mostly if you're looking for the options with tracking, then you're looking at 75 to 90 Canadian dollar. And there is also cheaper version available. So like, let's say for WS, if you're not looking for the tracking, then they will charge you only 7 Canadian dollar. Then for ICAS, if you're not looking for the courier tracking option, so that will be free. Like within that 200 or 210 Canadian dollar, that in that package, your delivery option is already there. Okay, so please calculate accordingly what should be your cost. And to help you more, please check our videos on the ECA. Like you can check our description box. I have already mentioned the link of those 2 videos, and also you can click on my head. No, not on my head, on the top right corner of this video screen you will get the suggested link, so that you can just click there and you can directly go to that video and you will be able to know what are the details of that ECA organization. So that should help you. And regarding the timing, again it depends on the ECA organization you'll be going for. So the WES, they take the least amount of time, so they should take around 1 to 1.5 months at most, if it is not an unusual case. And for others it's roughly 12 to 20 weeks. So again it depends on the one you are going for. Now, thinking these parameters, so my personal opinion will be you should go for ECA first. Why? Because for document preparation and sending off to the ECA organization, it should not take more than a week. And just after that week, you don't have anything to do other than just check the status, or if you need to follow up your educational institution, you can just do that. So meanwhile, you can go ahead with your IELTS preparation, because as I said, the IELTS preparation, the first comes your self preparation part, so that is a little bit longer time than the WS preparation, right? So for WS you don't have anything to do that much, like except arranging the documents and sending of the documents. You don't have anything to do. But in IELTS is all that you have to do by yourself, because you're the one who will be taking all the preparations, right? So to me, take first week you should work for ECA, send the document off to the ECA organization, and meanwhile go for IELTS, get your IELTS done. Even sometime you may need to sit for more than once, as I already mentioned before. So just don't feel hesitate or don't feel shy to sit for second, third, or whatever times it requests if the IELTS score is not satisfactory or not up to the mark, because IELTS point will be the main playmaking parameter, I would say. So please be very, very careful about IELTS, and you can do it. I am saying I can do it. And also let me tell you one more thing. Sometimes if ECA takes longer, you should not sit idle, because just after completing the IELTS you should take the preparation for other documents preparation. So stay tuned with us. Within very short time, I would say probably the next week, we will prepare another video on documents preparation for ITA or PNP submission. And once the video is uploaded, I will edit the description box and I'll paste the link here. And also you can check the top right corner of this video about the suggested link. So if you are done with IELTS but not done with your ECA yet, so in that time you can prepare for those documents to be arranged. Okay, so for now this is it. Stay tuned, stay well, bye bye.